Hi guys, it's Jamie from MTME. Today I'm going to run through how to record vocals and 3 tips to make them sound good. So when you buy a vocal mic, you also need to buy one of these boxes, which is called an audio interface. And when you buy your vocal mic, you'll get one of these cables that comes with it, that then plugs into one of these, and it will just be into this little port here. It usually has a mic on it. I'll put a link in the description of this particular bundle because it's pretty affordable. You will then have a USB going from the back of the box into your computer that you're recording into. It will flash up, you just need to click accept mic and then you're good to go. So let's look into how to actually record your vocals and then 3 tips to make them sound good. So now we're actually in the session. It is as simple as making sure this R has been clicked and then hitting this record button. It will give you a count in and then it will just record anything the mic picks up, and then simple as that. So 3 tips to make your vocals sound good. So I've got this vocal here from someone I was producing.
It's going down. It's going down.
So that already sounds quite good, but there's 3 things we can do to make that even better. So we're going to go into a reverb, and this will be the same in GarageBand, Ableton, Pro Tools, Cubase, whatever you're using. And what we're going to do is we're going to set that to about 20 wet, or 15 wet. So let's listen to it without it.
It's going down.
And then with it.
It's going down.
Just gives it like a bit more space and just makes it sound a bit more professional. If we make it too wet, it can sound a bit echoey and a bit muddy. So I'll show you that.
It's going down.
So it's just about finding that balance and using your ears, what sounds good. So then we're going to go to decay. You want to make sure that's not too high. You want it at about 1. If it's too high, I'll show you that. And that will also kind of muddy it up, and it just kind of adds a bit of a tail.
It's going down.
Can be cool on some stuff, but you don't really want it on a lead vocal. So you want to keep that at about 1. And that's about it for reverb. You can increase how kind of lush the sound is with this size button. So I normally put that to about 70, just to make it sound a bit wider. So I'll show you that.
It's going down.
So that already sounds a bit better. The next thing you can do is come at that with some pitch correction. This singer could already definitely sing in key, but it kind of helps smooth the notes a bit. So if we play through this.
It's going down.
I usually set it to about 50. So I'll show you that.
Down.
Just make sure everything's in tune. If you do it all the way to the bottom, it sounds a bit kind of robotic, and you don't really want that, unless that's what you're going for.
It's going down.
That's a bit much for me, so I usually keep it on about 50. The last tip is you want to add a compressor. Just a standard compressor. All software should have one of these. And you want to set the attack here to about 20, just so that you're making full use of the compressor. I usually put the gain up to about 2, which is basically just increases the volume a bit. And what that does, it just kind of squeezes the vocal and it makes it sound a bit more professional.
It's going down.
So let's listen to it without any plugins at all. So we'll turn them all off.
It's going down.
And then with them all.
It's going down.
And I've kind of realised I kind of want a little bit more reverb. So I'm going to put that up to about 28. Nothing too crazy, but
It's going down.
perfect. So that is how to record your vocals and 3 tips to make them sound good. The next video I'm going to do is talk about how to write your own lyrics and think about song ideas.